Hi, my name is Martha Fabian. It is Monday, February 17th, 2025. Um, I'm going to talk about the afterlife and what happens. So, let me start out by saying that when we cross over, we're awaited and greeted by our loved ones. Usually, we come in together to either learn something all together as a collective, or we come in and we learn through each other. Depending on the case, we get to the point where the body starts to shut down and it's time. It becomes time. And when I was a young girl, and I'm going to give you a very vivid experience from myself, it was very hard for me to lose people. And in my family, we have a huge family, and it just seemed like someone was always being lost. When I was very young, I lost my grandmother, and it was very hard for me to understand this. I remember the day that she was going to go home because I already knew. By the time they took her to the hospital, I was still home, and then we headed up there, and she was in like the emergency room. So, people coming in and out, I made sure that my mother knew, my family knew, and at that time, it was very hard for me to understand this concept. It wasn't until this time that I could actually grasp what was being shown to me. Because when I went in to see my grandmother, I was allowed to go in to go see her. She was on the bed, on the small little hospital bed, and she was moving around. It was very hard for her to breathe. So every time she would take a breath, she was moving her entire body, like it was very hard for her and painful. Not only that, but I could hear the noises that she was trying to breathe. And that was so traumatic for me when I was a young girl. I remember not being in there very long because it was too much for me. It was too hard for me. I went home, I was upset, and I remember